This is also my first time pretty much doing any sort of replay stuff, so you're probably gonna have to bear with me for a bit of it.
I think you will say a lot that my mechanics are bad, but I think that's kind of what I want to hear in some sense. But if it's the truth, I'd rather know it, you know?
I mean, I'm not exactly the smartest ones player, but I'm pretty high in ones, so.
Top 100 or so?
I think I'm top 20 right now.
Hell, Jesus. You are good at ones. In ones, there's not really too much strategy, though. It's kind of like just mechanics and don't be an right?
To some extent, yeah.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of strategy, I would say. A lot of it is just like overextending, like just watching out what you're doing, and controlling your opponent's boost is pretty big as well. Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, like I feel my strategy is pretty good, but I'm mechanically inept. Like I wanted that ball on my car and I just dropped it by accident initially. It was on purpose when I realized it wasn't on the right place on my car to flick. At least I didn't think it was.
I mean, I wouldn't say so, to be honest. I think this is a pretty good... Like, I mean, it's a little bit far in the front of your car, but you can just boost under it. I don't think you have to drop it. Okay. But going for a hook shot or just doing this is fine as well. It's like, have you ever done dribble packs, for example? I use it sometimes. It does help a bit with like just general ball control or just feeling more comfortable on the ground.
See here, I lose my confidence.
Yeah, I mean,
so silly.
It does just look like a confidence thing. I like that you're checking where he is, though. I think that's really good.
Like, can you tell here, like from here, that he's turning away?
No, but I can tell you're beating.
Okay.
So I don't think there's really anything to be scared of, because I mean, you're obviously closer to the ball than he is. Plus, you just got the full 100. Yeah. So even if he goes here, you're just clean beating. Because if he does go, then it's just an open net because you're beating him.
Yeah, you're right.
So again, it just looks like a confidence thing. Jesus.
Yeah, like this is what I'm scared of.
Oh my god!
And he just absolutely wrecks me.
Yeah, no,
I think my defense was a little dodgy here, though. But I could have been quicker to this, and maybe that's why he comes, because he's noticed after a minute I'm a little bit slow. Like, I can definitely be more direct to this ball, right?
I mean, especially here, I'd say, if you're looking at him, you can tell that he's probably going to go, because he's just full boosting. I mean, I think you might just have to be a little bit closer, because it'll scare him off easier. But it does just look like every time you go on the wall, you're just a little bit scared to start something up. I mean, especially in ones, it can be really scary. Going for aerial plays, because if you mess it up, then it's obviously just an open net for the opponent.
Yeah. I was kind of sad about that. I felt like it was a good shot, but
yeah,
I mean,
up the mechanical you definitely did well. Like, it was a lot more confident, I would say.
What makes me get bad contact on the ball there? Because this is the thing that I don't understand. Because obviously I'm aiming top left, right? I think that's pretty clear to see. But
yeah, I think. But like, I mean, the issue is just that you're hitting it with your wheels. I mean, if you did the exact same flip, but you were like turned upside down, so you hit it like with the top of your car. If you do this exact same flip,
it's just a goal.
It's probably a goal, yeah.
Do you think in general it's a bad thing to try to use your flip when you're upside down? Obviously, you can't in some circumstances, but there, I could have turned my car around for sure.
I mean, you can still do it, but it's a lot harder to do when you're upside down. I can try to show you, maybe. Like, when you're upside down like this, if you're gonna flip, you kind of need to hit it with, like, the edge of your car like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So like it hits one of the sides instead of underneath, because if you hit it underneath, that's when it happens. That's when you don't, like, your car just kind of glitches out. It looks a bit weird. But if you hit it with the top of your car, you can't really go wrong with it. Because even if I try to get a bad touch, it's still gonna get like decent power.
A little bit of power, and then you can follow it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think there's really much I can do here. Maybe
I get it.
I can do something.
I do that sometimes as well.
He just rocketed me and I don't defend it.
Yeah.
Maybe I could have challenged it, or do you think it's good that I don't challenge him here?
I don't think it would be, but I think you're just generally a bit too close. Because on those situations you want to try to stay behind the ball, so he doesn't know as much.
I also get these kickoffs a lot where like I will technically win it, but he has momentum into the ball and he will like get it. Is it luck or is it genuinely a skill?
It's a skill, but it's not really like it's a bit complicated. Because I
Okay.
mean the reason that he has momentum towards it is because it goes to the right.
Yeah.
And he already has momentum going to the right because of the way he's coming in diagonally. But I mean this isn't like the end of the world. It's a bit awkward for him. So I mean
Yeah.
even here he's a bit awkward. You could try to do, I don't know if you ever tried the kickoff that he just did.
Oh, the wave dash kickoff.
Yeah. Because at that point it doesn't really matter which side it goes to.
I've tried, but
It's
it always
not-
seems to go over my head, and I don't know why.
Because you want to try to jump like he does, where he kind of hits like about the middle of the ball, and then your car will do the little back, like lean back thing, and you can try to go for a wave dash.
Of course, it makes sense. Don't know why that's a goal.
Yeah.
I mean, I
But
tried.
I think again, it's a bit like it doesn't really seem like you have the confidence to really go off the wall here. And at this point, it's too late already because you can't really get this ball up again.
Too high
I would
above the
still
ball.
jump off, but it might just be because I have more ways of saving the ball.
Yeah.
Because for example, what I would imagine me doing here is jumping off and maybe air dribbling, and if he challenges, I'd do a pogo to pop it over him. But that might not
Okay,
be that might not be in
that
your
is not
repertoire.
That is definitely not in my repertoire. I could do the air dribble, no problem. If you want me to pogo and then like flip into it, good luck.
I mean, even then, it wasn't bad.
Missed the boost. That's so awkward.
Oh.
Every
Yeah.
pad missed.
Oh my god.
Thank
Gotten a bit
you.
lucky. But I mean, still here, I know I said that you shouldn't be right up in his face when he has a dribble, but this is probably a bit far, because now you're just giving him free reign to do whatever he wants.
Okay, sure. So I shouldn't have done the flip initially. I should have just driven and flipped
No, I don't
later.
think so. Especially since he has no boost. I mean, the worst thing that can happen here is he flicks it, but he's probably not getting an absolute banger flick with no boost, no momentum, no anything. So I'd probably try to stay close to him to at least make him awkward. And he might just
And then I
panic
wouldn't
flip
have
because he
missed
sees
his
you. Probably not.
Because I want all three of those pads, and I miss all three of those pads.
Honestly, I don't think he could even see it.
I could have just challenged him. Oh. How can you tell
You're
that he
behind the
can't
ball.
see it? Because
Uh,
it's not something I ever look at. This is one thing in ones I've never thought about. When can people see me? Maybe as soon as like my car is in front of where his front is pointed.
yeah, I mean, that's like a good rule of thumb. It's not always true. If you're standing in the direction his car is facing while he's dribbling, like if he's dribbling straight, because obviously if he's doing all sorts of cut dribbles and stuff, then his car's all over the place. If you're in line with, like here, you're in line with where his car
Yeah,
is, he can't see
He
you.
can't see me. Okay.
So at this point, you can know that he can't really see you. So the only thing he has to like react from is the sound of if you jump. Then he's like, oh, he's challenging. It might not work on GC1s because I don't know how much he like thinks about that. But instead of doing a fake challenge, you could just do a fake jump, a slide tap to throw him off, and it might make him flick too early because he panics. And it's a bit like trial and error, finding out how far is too far, how close is too close. Because
Yeah.
it's not easy. I mess it up all the time. Spacing is really, really difficult, especially in ones.
Like here again, I'm just to the side. Do you think this was
Yeah.
okay in this scenario, or do you think I should still be more?
I mean, when he's in the air, he's probably, even if you're on, like, in the same line, he's probably still gonna see you. Because when you're in the
Yeah.
air, you can see so much.
So it doesn't
Like,
matter too much.
It doesn't really matter, yeah. If you were closer, he would have gone over you. And now you get a good 50.
Yeah.
So it's mainly when he's dribbling. You do it yourself, you know how much the ball fills up the entire screen sometimes.
Of course.
So that's when it can be good to stay behind it. Like even here, it fills so much. Close.
The try is good. The execution's bad.
It's hard for him to recover after having to go for a save like that, where he has to dodge you. Sometimes just getting the shot on net is fine. It makes him waste boost.
It's just consistency in general. That's the thing that I'm trying to look for. But maybe it's just free playing ones, which is the thing that everyone tries to avoid. I think.
Yeah, I mean those are probably the two main factors for consistency. I think dribbling packs can be good just with your general ball control. It's definitely something you can do. Just maybe do like one run before you go into ranked.
My guess is I'll end up playing maybe like, I don't know, 3 hours a day, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. At least that's my intention, because
I
I
think
think
that's
I have
good.
that time to spare.
I mean, you obviously don't want to end up playing so much that you end up being burnt out.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you're still having fun for those 3 hours, I think it'll be good.
Around an hour 30, 2 hours is usually my cutoff, and I'm pretty chill for that time.
That's good, I'd say. I don't really play for too much more than that per session either. Only
How much
sometimes.
do you play per week, give or take?
It always depends like how many tournaments there are and stuff. Because if you're playing a tournament, you're gonna play more through a day. Because you might end up on the game for 5 or 6 hours, and
Yeah,
I wouldn't
sure.
necessarily do that normally.
It's the exact same as Trackmania, I suppose.
I probably do about 30 hours ish normally per week, and I probably should
Okay.
be doing more to be honest. But I've never been much of like a grinder.